God of the universe, look thou with favor upon these here assembled, and bestow thy guidance upon the members of the governing body in their deliberations. This we ask in thy name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. But we're going to have a moment of silence for Ms. Joanne Rajapi, who passed away. She served as Union County Clerk for 30 years. She was also a pioneer for women running for office in New Jersey. She held the first elected office at the age of 24 when she won the seat of the Springfield Board of Education. Her career in public service spanned 54 years. So please, we'll have a moment of silence. Please be seated. In the event of an emergency, the proper method of exiting the council chambers is through the 3 doors in the rear of the room. Occupants should proceed down the staircase, out the front door, and move away from the areas of the front steps. Any member of the public wishing to speak during the public comment session at the end of the meeting, please sign in on the white sheets provided at the front of the room with your name and address. Please turn off all cell phones or place them on vibrate. If you must take a call, please leave the council chambers to do so. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Mrs. Ormond?
Present.
Javik?
Present.
Caldwell?
Excused?
Mohammed? Lott?
Present.
Delgado?
Here.
Strano?
Here.
Armstead?
Here.
Rodriguez?
Excused?
Hudak?
Here.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Here. Okay, can we have approval of the public session minutes of June 16th, 2026, please?
You told me he...
Council President, I
said
move
anything.
for approval of the public meeting of the regular meeting of June 16, 2026, and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Lott?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead? Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Council President,
Yes.
Mr. Mohammed is on speakerphone.
Okay, he's
with
present
Mayor.
this evening.
Yes.
Okay. I think your microphone needs to be turned on there.
Go ahead, once again.
Councilman Mohammed?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay. At this, we have a few presentations this evening. We're going to start with a resolution recognizing Phillips 66. Okay, at this time, I'd like to call up the Vice President of Phillips 66, Don Sussman, and Public Affairs Advisor, Lisa Barra, to join Mayor and I at the podium.
So good evening, everyone. Our Chamber of Commerce has honored Phillips 66. They recognize them for the outstanding work that they do here in the city. They're always volunteering, always donating to worthwhile causes. And aside from all that, they're our largest taxpayer, and that's a good thing. And I say this at a time when I turn my TV on and I hear about other elected officials actually chasing industry out of our state. I say, please, knock it off. We want to keep Phillips 66 here in Linden. Again, like I said, they're our largest taxpayer, and they do a lot for our town. And quite honestly, if they were to leave, if you leave, I'm leaving. Okay,
We're all leaving.
okay, so don't leave, okay? But anyway, thank you for all you do, we really appreciate it. I'm gonna have Michelle read the resolution because I left my glasses.
Okay. Okay. Whereas in 1907, Standard Oil acquired several hundred acres of land in Linden as the site of what would eventually become Phillips 66 Bayway Refinery, marking the beginning of a 119-year history in the city of Linden. And whereas production began at the site in 1909, establishing 117 years of continuous operation, during which the refinery grew to occupy 1,235 acres of Linden, making it one of the largest refineries on the East Coast. And whereas various entities have operated the refinery over the decades, with Phillips 66 assuming operations in 2012. And whereas Phillips 66 Bayway Refinery is an important economic asset to the region and the state of New Jersey, producing a wide range of products, including gasoline, ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel, jet fuel, propane, bunker fuel oil, polypropylene, and isobutylene. And whereas the refinery is one of the area's largest employers, employing approximately 700 people, and whereas the refinery is committed to safeguarding health and safety and supporting the long-term economic, social, and environmental well-being of the community, and whereas Phillips 66 has contributed to many social and municipal programs in the city of Linden, including activities run by the police, fire, library, and recreation departments. And whereas in 2016, Phillips 66 was named an honoree of the Civic 50, which recognizes civic-minded companies reflecting their commitment to community investment through giving, employee volunteerism, and programs designed to deliver lasting results. And whereas the mayor and council of the city of Linden wish to express their gratitude to Phillips 66 Bayway Refinery and its leadership for their continued commitment to the city and community of Linden. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and the council of the city of Linden that they hereby recognize Phillips 66 Bayway Refinery for being a supportive neighbor and for its ongoing contribution to the Linden community, and be it further resolved that this resolution be spread upon the minutes of the City Council of the City of Linden, and that a copy be presented to Phillips 66 Bayway Refinery in recognition of its efforts. It's signed by myself and Mayor Derek Armstead. So, again, there are so many things that this refinery does as good neighbors to the City of Linden, constantly donating, whether it be large donations to our police, fire department, to the littlest things. For instance, they just donated ice cream to all of our day camps. So nothing's too big and nothing's too small for Phillips 66, and we appreciate you. They're moving right now.
We'll get you a nicer frame, okay? Let's
Yep.
get a good picture.
Councilman Strano, will you please join us down here?
Let me just speak for a minute before we read the resolution. Today we're celebrating and congratulating Mrs. Pollock, Birdie as she's known in Trimley. I would stand up here and say that I've lived in Trimley Point for 39 years now. So I know Birdie more than half my life. And the mayor beat me to it. He's known her practically his whole life, your dad being the mailman down there. And my first meeting with Birdie was probably when we belonged to the Tremley Point Civic Association. And I believe that, and I hope you were one of my early supporters when I ran the first time back in 1995. And we come full circle. I wind up being employed as your son was my boss at the county for over 20 some odd years. And a little story going back to when your grandson was a baby and you were pushing him in a carriage and my wife was pushing my daughter in a carriage and you'd run into each other in the park all the time. It's just amazing. And the one thing, though, I can't say, but we say in Italian, I can't say Chandon anymore because you made it. You're a centenarian now. And it's just a happy occasion. And the mayor's going to read this resolution. And I'm just glad you could make it here. And thank you for letting us do this. Go ahead, Mayor.
Okay. Anyway, Mrs. Pollock, it is a pleasure. Again, we've known your family for a very long time. My family actually, my grandfather actually came to Linden in 1926. So our family's been here for as long as you've been born. So I just say, you know, like as Ralph said, he's known you for 39 years, and I've known you, well, probably not my whole 65 years, but I can remember my father bringing us down to Trimley Point, and that was a time where everybody knew everybody. It was a good time, and we really appreciate the values that were instilled in us as children and all the friends that my father made down in Trimley Point, and I'm very grateful that the Pollocks were one of his friends. Because when I first ran into Joe, he said, I know your dad, he was my mailman. So, he was everybody's mailman. So anyway, congratulations, happy birthday, and many more. Okay.
All right. Whereas Bertha Pollock celebrated her 100th birthday, an occasion which was celebrated with great joy in remembering the past, giving thanks to the present, and eagerly anticipating the future. And whereas Bertha Rahochi was born on June 28, 1926 in the city of Linden and was the youngest of 9 children born to Barbara and John Rahochi. And whereas Bertha Pollock was raised in the city of Linden and has spent her entire life as a resident of Linden. And whereas Bertha married the love of her life, Joseph Pollock Sr., a relationship that would span 73 years until his passing in 2020, settling in the Tremley Point section of Linden. And whereas Bertha and Joseph became the proud parents of son Joseph Pollock Jr., and whereas Bertha was also employed outside the home by Supermarket Services, a business located on Lower Road in the city of Linden, from which she retired from during the 1980s. And whereas during her long and productive life, she has faithfully attended Holy Family Roman Catholic Church. And whereas she is also a proud member of the Tremley Point Civic Association and the Linden Retired Men's Club. And whereas the mayor and the city council of the city of Linden wish to honor Bertha Pollock on the occasion of her 100th birthday and her legacy of 100 years as a resident of the city of Linden. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and council of the city of Linden that they hereby congratulate Bertha Pollock on the occasion of her 100th birthday and her 100th year as an extraordinary resident of the city of Linden. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be spread upon the minutes of City Council in recognition of this achievement, and a copy be appropriately being prepared and presented to Bertha Pollock, signed by myself and Mayor Derek Armstead. You go.
She said I could do it myself.
Next, we're going to have a presentation of a proclamation to Nicholas Gonchkovsky for his recitation of the Declaration of Independence. Nicholas, can you please come forward?
So aside from being one of my son's good friends, we've come to find out that Nicholas and a lot of his buddies who are part of the ROTC have become known to be some of the most reliable kids in the city. If you need help, all you gotta do is call those guys, the ROTC, Junior ROTC, and they come, and more often than not, they outperform the adults. It's to the point when we have something going on and we need work done, we call the kids because we know they're gonna follow instructions, they're gonna do a good job, because I don't know whether because they wanna come back and get more work, but they just do a great job, and we're just happy to be able to help them, and we're thankful to be in a town that's blessed with a lot of young, bright people who are willing to sacrifice their time and their energy to make Linden a better place. And Nicholas, you're one of those guys. Thank you. All right. Nicholas, we had our 250th anniversary. He read the Declaration of Independence, and I didn't realize it was that long. Okay. I knew it was long, but I didn't realize how long it was. So, Nicholas, thank you so much. I'm going to let Michelle read this again because, once again, I left my glasses.
Okay. Whereas the City of Linden takes great pride in recognizing those exceptional individuals who demonstrate outstanding leadership, dedication to public service, and an unwavering commitment to the betterment of our community. And whereas Nicholas Michael Gonchkovsky is a lifelong, am I saying that correctly? Yes. Okay. Is a lifelong resident of Linden whose journey of servant leadership began at Linden High School, where he excelled academically as a member of the National Honor Society, competed on the varsity track and field team, and served with distinction as the operations officer of the Navy Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps, ROTC. And whereas the early civic contribution of Nicholas Michael Gonchkovsky earned him highly esteemed honors, including the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War Award and the American Legion Military Excellence Award. And whereas Nicholas Michael Gonchkovsky has continued his exemplary path of service at Seton Hall University within the Army Reserve Officers Training Corps, ROTC, working towards commissioning as an officer of the United States Army while serving as captain of the Color Guard team, co-captain of the Ranger Challenge team, and an active member of the National Society of Pershing Rifles. And whereas Nicholas Michael Gonchkovsky consistently lives by the principles of integrity and collaboration, frequently dedicating his time to vital community initiatives, including supporting local food banks and honoring our fallen heroes by placing American flags at the local cemetery for Memorial Day. And whereas on this historic milestone of the 250th birthday of the United States of America, Nicholas Michael Gonchkovsky has bestowed the profound honor of reading the Declaration of Independence, beautifully bridging the rich history of our nation's founding with the promise of its future leadership. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Derek Armstead, Mayor of the City of Linden, New Jersey, do hereby extend my heartfelt congratulations and deepest commendations to Nicholas Michael Gonchkovsky on this momentous occasion, celebrating this 21st day of July 2026. Nicholas Michael Gonchkovsky stands as a true leader, patriotism, and service, whose remarkable legacy of civic engagement continues to leave an indelible and inspiring mark on the City of Linden and the United States of America. And signed, Mayor Derek Armstead. Okay. Next, we have the presentation. Yeah, the certificates of recognition for ROTC cadets. Do we have any here this evening? I don't think any of them are here tonight, Mayor. Okay. And we also have a resolution for Parks and Recreation.
Let's read the
All
names
right, we'll read the names.
of the names of the
You can
cadets,
read it.
okay.
Mhm.
Michael Bijarano. Sophia Rivera Adams. Jimmy Pinto. And Mateo Pinto.
Okay.
Okay. And again, I'll say this 1,000 times, our ROTC, junior ROTC cadets, they are some of the most reliable people in this town. Again, if you call on them, if you need them, they show up. And not only do they show up, they show out. They do their jobs, and they enjoy doing their jobs. And we're so proud of them. And we're going to continue calling on them. And not only that, they more often than not, they get a good civics lesson because they're really starting to understand what government is really all about. And I think that's our job. I always tell people, whether you like it or not, our young people are our future. So we would do better to preserve our futures by giving them opportunities so that they can lead and take over as we get older, because it's going to happen. Father Time is undefeated. And one day these young people, these very young people, are going to be running the show. So get ready for it. And I think that more often than not, a lot of them are prepared, and most of them do a good job. So I want to thank them all. Even though they couldn't make it this evening, we want to thank them for their volunteerism.
Next, we're going to have a resolution declaring the month of July as Park and Recreations Month in the city of Linden. I'd like to ask Councilman Mark Armstead, the Chair of the Recreation Committee, and Mr. Keith Pressey to please come forward.
If you think the other resolutions were written small, you should take, this is
Oh,
even
boy.
smaller. I'm not even going to try. Hey, Keith, how are you?
You want to read this, Mark, or you want?
You know I can't read. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Okay. It's up to you. Okay. Resolution declaring the month of July as Parks and Recreation Month in the city of Linden, whereas parks and recreation programs are integral part of the communities throughout this country, state, and the city of Linden. Whereas parks and recreation opportunities, they provide our vital establishing and maintaining the quality of life in our communities, ensuring the health of all residents, and contributing to the economic and environmental well-being of the community and region. And whereas parks and recreation promotes time spent in nature, which positively impacts mental health by increasing cognitive performance and well-being and alleviating illness such as depression, attention deficit disorder, and Alzheimer's. Whereas parks and recreation encourages physical activities by providing space for popular sports, hiking, trails, swimming pools, and many other activities designed to promote active lifestyles. And whereas parks and recreation is leading provider of healthy meals, nutrition, services, and education, and whereas parks and recreation programs and education activities such as out of school time programming, youth sports, and environmental education are critical to the childhood development. And whereas parks and recreation increases the community economic prosperity through increased property values, expansion of the local tax base, increased tourism, the attraction and the retention of business and crime reduction. And whereas parks and recreation is fundamental to the environmental well-being of our community, and whereas parks and recreation is essential and adaptable infrastructure that makes our communities resilient in the face of our natural disasters and climate change. And whereas our parks and natural recreation areas, ensure the ecological beauty of the community, and provide a place for children and adults to connect with nature and recreate outdoors. And whereas the U.S. House of Representatives has designated July as Parks and Recreation Month, and whereas the City of Linden recognizes the benefits derived from parks and recreation resources, now therefore it be resolved by the Mayor and Council of the City of Linden that the month of July is hereby recognized as Park Recreation Month in the City of Linden. All right, do we need to stand in front of this?
Okay, we're now going to move on to ordinances on hearing, beginning with ordinance 7043 this evening.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 2, Administration of an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 2, Administration, Article 7, Boards, Committees, Commissions, and Authorities, Section 2-65.4, Membership Terms, Compensation shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows. Delete Section 2-65.4 in its entirety. Add new Section 2-65.4.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Madam President, I move to close the public hearing of ordinance 70-43. Move for approval and respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik? Mohammed? Mr. Mohammed?
He said yes.
Lot?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Abstain.
Armstead?
Abstain.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 7044, please.
Bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $1,394,580 for acquisition of automatic plate or recognition cameras for the police department for and by the city of Linden in the county of Union, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of $1,324,851 in bonds or notes of the city for financing part of the appropriation.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Full title.
Hello. Good evening, John Kaiser, Linden. Hi, guys.
Excuse me 1 second. Mayor, could you just turn off your mic maybe for right now? Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Hi. I missed the caucus meeting yesterday. I never do that, so I didn't get updated on this. I see there's a resolution for flock camera. Is this the same thing? Is this in line with that, the plate reader? It's the same one? Okay, because there's been a lot of talk on social media. People are just starting to notice these, and I was like, they've been up for years, so we're getting more. That's what it is, Chief? Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Just asking your questions and I'll have them.
There's 14 in the city right now, so how many more is this going to be?
Chief?
We have 50 right now.
Oh, 50.
It's a lot. This is a combination, I'll explain the resolution because it's a little confusing. We had 3 different separate contracts with this company. It's an ongoing contract which we've had for years. We've merged it all together that's a 5-year contract. So it's existing contract and we're adding a handful more cameras. That's correct.
Wow, okay. You know what, while we're here, can you just explain to the people exactly what they do? Because I think there's some misinformation online.
Sure, there is a lot of misinformation. The plate readers are just that, plate readers. They're collecting plates that pass these cameras strategically put throughout the city. They're not collecting personal information. That has to be done for further follow-up. If a car passes with a plate, when we get a plate that was in these locations, it's up to the investigators to further delve into, during their investigation, to get personal information. It's not collecting people's driver's licenses, their identities, personal information. There's a 30-day retention on the information, and so it's available if it's part of an investigation. Police have 30 days to, gather whatever, query the system for finding out where a vehicle was or et cetera. It's not used with federal authorities. It's not used with ICE. This is all misinformation from the social media and from the internet.
That's what I was saying.
And
The
there is
stolen cars and all?
Yeah, there is an audit trail on this by Attorney General guidelines. There's strict computer usage guidelines of all lookup databases in the state system, federal system by police officers. So most of it's misconception that's out there. We've used it to solve shootings here in town, indictable crimes, missing persons, possible abductions, hit and runs. This is one of the best tools we've ever had.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I move we close the hearing on ordinance 70-44 enacted, and I ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed?
yes,
Lot?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 7045, please.
Bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $82,500 for acquisition of firefighting equipment and personal protective equipment for the fire department for and by the city of Linden in the county of Union, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of $78,375 bonds or notes of the city for financing part of the appropriation.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been
No,
received?
ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I make a motion that we close the hearing on ordinance 70-45 adopted, and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed? Mr. Mohammed?
yes,
Lot?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 7046, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7, Traffic, of an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and is amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7, Traffic, shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows. Chapter 7, Traffic, 7-33, Handicap Parking Regulations, 7-33.1A, handicap parking on the street, remove one spot at 130 Coolidge Street and one spot at 510 Harrison Place, add one spot at 706 Bachelor Avenue.
Okay. Has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I make a motion that we close the hearing on ordinance 70-46, adopted, and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Orman?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed?
No.
Lot?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead? No. Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Okay, we're now going to move on to consent agenda items. All items listed with asterisks are considered routine by the city council. Okay, this evening we have items number 1 through 7. Okay, can we have a motion, please?
Yes, Council President, I moved items number 1 through 7 on our consent agenda and request a second.
Second.
Mrs. Orman?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Mohammed?
Yes.
Lot?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Okay, we're going to now move on to governing body reports, beginning with Councilwoman Orman, the first ward.
Yes. Thank you, Council President. Okay, I'm going to start off by reading the Budget Review and Finance Report. Approval is requested for the following finance actions: the payment of bills totaling $4,091,152.16. Bills have been signed by the mayor, council president, and the finance chairwoman, and a detailed check register and vouchers are on file in the clerk's office. We are in receipt of the investments made by the city treasurer for the month of June at the rate of 3.49%. I move for approval and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Orman?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Mohammed?
Yes.
Lot?
Yes. I had it on mute. Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Go ahead, Councilwoman.
Okay, now for the Department of Community Services and Transportation and Properties. I hereby submit the monthly finance report from the Division of Transportation and Parking for the month of June 2026. This report includes the collection of on- and off-street parking meters, railroad parking lots, railroad parking permits, and merchant parking permits. The Trenton side collection, $687. New York side collections, $587. Railroad credit card transactions, $33,600.71. Railroad permits, $5,855. Railroad meter, $19,107.65. Online railroad permits, $15,185. Parking meter collections, $8,692.05. And merchant permits, $281.34, for a grand total of $83,995.75, and that's submitted by Frank E. Urban, Jr., the parking meter collection and repair. I'm just going to do a brief ward report. Just wanted to first of all state that our yard sale that we had for the first ward, unfortunately, it rained on both Saturdays. We will be having another date, so just please, be patient. I'm going to have that announced at the next meeting, and you will be, once again, receive flyers in your, like behind your mailbox and in your rails as to when the date will be. Just a quick note again about summer fun and noise control. I want to personally thank the residents of the First Ward. Yes, some of you had 4th of July parties and you've been having your barbecues, but I must say that I'm quite impressed that you've kept it down to a mild roar, and you have literally paid attention to the noise ordinance, and you have respected your neighbors, so I want to say thank you. I'm going to also continue to express ward cleanliness. We have heard people complaining about street sweepers and that, oh, they don't do their job, they don't come by. Well, I just want to just remind you that street sweepers don't remove big branches. They don't remove garbage bags with food in them. They don't remove plastic bottles or large debris. They are there to sweep the dust and grass and certain, like I said, smaller debris from the curb. When there's a large item, such as soda bottles or things of that nature, pick it up. It's your house. It is your property. If you don't pick it up, the rainstorm will wash it into the catch basin, and then we have to hear, oh my goodness, we're flooding, we're flooding. Well, we're flooding because of those items that wash down there. I moved into my neighborhood mainly because it was always clean. I would ride through there, and I would see the little old ladies picking up the garbage, just from people that just would drop it. Garbage cans spill over. They're taking pride in their home. So we're just asking, please, the street sweeper is not there to pick up large items, so just love your property and let's keep it clean. You can all do your part. I also want to just talk a little bit about the storms over the last couple of days and downed wires. We've had quite a few, some in my ward, yes, some live wires. But I want to personally take the time to thank one of our residents by the name of Charlotte Diakate, who lives on Washington Avenue. Charlotte immediately contacted Council President and myself and let us know that it was a downed tree. Little did I know that it was also a downed wire. But Charlotte literally came out of her house and assisted me with knocking on doors, telling the residents, please stay away, keep your pets away, we have to stay safe. And I appreciate that because everyone does not do those types of things. So once again, Charlotte Diakate, thank you for being a wonderful resident in the First Ward. Thank you for being mostly a good neighbor. We have gotten away from that over the last, I would say, 10 years, where we just live next door to one another, but we're not neighbors. And she didn't really know everybody's name, but she cared enough to knock on the doors, and she cared enough for the people that own pets. Please keep your dog away from there because it was definitely dangerous. It was a live wire. Also, just wanted to let you know that there's a difference between city trees and your personal tree. City trees, we will take care of them if they come down. We will trim them. But we have several homeowners that have dead trees on the front lawns, and those dead trees are just coming down in droves, branches, horrible all over other people's property. We need you to take responsible for the dead trees on your property so you don't destroy your neighbor's property, so you don't damage their house. I also just want to make a note that the ward is in some serious need of crosswalks being painted, especially around our schools, around Tiger Stadium, and also in some of the areas where we have high volume and there are no sidewalks, especially in the Keep Street area, Keep Street, Curtis and Gibbon Street. We need some of those areas done. So we are going to be working on those just to make sure that our residents are safe. If you do see something that is not safe in your area, you can call me and we will try to address it. Everyone that lives in Linden doesn't drive like they live in Linden, and we do have a lot of people that come through our town that don't live here and don't drive. So just please, everybody be safe. That ends my report. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Councilwoman. Okay. All right, Councilman Javik?
Thank you, Council President. As chairman of the Fire Committee, the Fire Prevention Bureau collected the following monies during the month of June 2026, a total of $10,623.06. Regarding our Linden Fire Department Emergency Medical Service collections, the amount of $160,333.34 for June 2026 have been added to the total deposits for 2026, totaling $629,089.99. As a reminder, I'd like to, our Linden Fire Department is going to have a recruitment fair. It's an exciting opportunity to learn about a career dedicated to servicing your community. A recruitment fair is your chance to explore the rewarding world of firefighting and emergency response. This will be held on Wednesday, July 15th, and Tuesday, July 28th at 6 p.m. at Linden Firehouse Number 3, which is at 1201, East Elizabeth Avenue in Linden. Now, your deadline to apply is August 31st, 2026 by 4 p.m. You can apply online at lindennewjersey.gov/LFD recruit. Regarding our construction code, this department has issued 104 permits and processed 32 certificates and has issued 35 summonses for the month of June 2026. The monthly revenue is as follows. Building, CCO permits and additional permit fees, $74,695. Zoning, $6,500. Court settlements for the month, $14,750. The reflective total being $95,945. Now, at this time, I would like to move for approval the installation of a streetlight on pole number 63138, which is directly on the side of 1700 Greer Avenue, and I request a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yes.
Lot?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Referencing our Board of Health, this past week, we experienced air quality advisories associated with the wildfire smoke from wildfires in Canada. Air quality indexes over 50 can indicate increasing levels of risk for sensitive groups, which includes children, elderly, expectant mothers, and those with an underlying chronic health condition, especially ones affecting the respiratory system, such as asthma and COPD. After consulting with the Recreation Department, all of our youth camp programs were moved indoors, and an outdoor comedy show was going to be moved to an indoor location but was later canceled. And another aspect, we have CDC and FDA and several state and local public health departments are investigating a multi-state outbreak of cyclospora, a parasitic infection that began in May 1st. 644 cases have been reported as of 7/13, actually July 13th, yes, in 5 states. No New Jersey cases appear at this time to be associated with the outbreak. What the health department is saying is you should wash your fresh produce, even if labeled pre-washed, under clean running water before eating it. It can reduce the risk, but not eliminate it completely. Cyclospora, which is transmitted through water that has come into contact with human waste, is most often associated with leafy greens, fresh herbs, snow peas, scallions, and raspberries. Good evening, everybody. As a note to the residents, we will be cleaning out the sanitary sewer siphon beginning at Lumber Street and extending it all the way to West Munsell Avenue within the upcoming weeks. I believe this should help with the ongoing West Price Street situation that we have. Through the ward, we are still cleaning up after the previous storm that brought down several trees and limbs. Please leave this debris at the curb line and we'll be picking it up. Well, it must be summertime because we're starting to see an excessive amount of graffiti also in town, popping up on our street by our street artists. As the mayor always says, if you see something, say something. Give us a call with any locations that need to be cleaned up. And just a reminder also, please schedule August 4th at 5 p.m. on your calendar for our police department's National Night Out. It's going to be on Wood Avenue, which will be right in front of City Hall. I can be reached at 908-494-4608 or email me at bjavik or at lindennewjersey.gov. On Facebook, Second Ward Councilman Barry Javik, and as always, additional information can be found on the City of Linden website. End of report.
Okay, thank you, Councilman Javik. Councilman Mohammed?
Good evening, Council President and others. Just like to report that, remember, school is out, been out for a while, and we should be mindful of how we travel in obeying traffic signs even more than we have done before. Also be reminded that the grass is to be cut, otherwise you get a report from the health department. Another thing to be aware of is people who live in apartments that are not related to each other. The health department is responsible and will react to such persons and enforcing the code. Stay healthy, stay alert, and happy summer for the rest of the continuation of the summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Mohammed, and stay well, please. Okay, Councilwoman Lott?
Good evening, everyone. How are you? The work in the Fifth Ward continues, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to continue to serve. As the saying goes, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. When I ran for City Council, I was committed to empowering families and children, supporting our seniors, and ensuring accessibility and transparency. Those principles continue to guide my work. One of the highlights of this past month was hosting the city summer student intern orientation, along with Councilman Delgado, Personnel Manager Ms. Sheehy, Ms. Mindy, Mr. Roth, and Bella from the Finance Office. This summer, more than 60 students are working across the city departments ranging from DPW to construction code. Orientation wasn't just about collecting paperwork, it was about helping students understand the role that they play in serving our community. They also participated in a financial literacy workshop led by the Urban League of Union County, giving them skills that will benefit them long after this summer. A few weeks ago, I attended the Jay-Z concert at the Yankee Stadium. I have still not recovered. I was up really late. But there is a lyric that Jay-Z says that really stood with me, and that is, Rosa Parks sat so that Martin Luther King could walk. Martin Luther King walked so Barack Obama could run, and Barack Obama ran so that our children can fly. That's exactly why opportunities like internships programs are super important. They matter. When we invest in our young people today, we're helping them realize that there's no limit to what they can become tomorrow. So I'm really proud of that program, and I'm excited to continue it for next year, next summer. As I mentioned in my swearing-in speech, when it comes to public service, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. For the past 18 years, I have been a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, an organization built on scholarship, service, and sisterhood. This year, my sorority is leading a Rota registration initiative, and I am participating in organizing a number of events around the city to encourage Rota registration. Real change does not begin in Washington, D.C. It begins here at home. It begins with local elections, local leaders, and neighbors who are willing to get involved. I encourage every eligible resident to register to vote, stay informed, and make your voice heard. Congratulations to Pastor Dr. McLean on his installation as the senior pastor of White Rock Baptist Church. Thank you for inviting me as councilwoman to be a part of that special day, and I look forward to continuing our partnership in serving the residents of the Fifth Ward and citywide. Before I close, I have a few reminders. July 29th is Fifth Ward Bulk Trash Collection Day. Please have your bulk trash out on your corner. Please continue to slow down when driving through the neighborhoods. Our children are home during the summer. None of them are really outside, but when they are outside, let's just be safe. October 1st is our next Fifth Ward community meeting. It will be at the Ann J. Ferguson Towers. I hope to see you all there. October 17th is our Fifth Ward community yard sale. If you'd like to participate, please feel free to email me or give me a call or shoot me a text. December 5th, please save the date. I am going to be planning a first-time homeowners workshop with some of my council people as well as some community leaders. Owning a home should not just be a dream, and this workshop will really teach all of us how to get that pathway to possibly owning a home if that is your dream. And lastly, please be on the lookout for the Fifth Ward newsletter, which will be coming out really soon. Finally, as we recognize Men's Health Month, which is this month, I want to encourage everyone, especially our men in the community, to please prioritize your health. As someone who is currently training for my 4th and final marathon, one lesson I have learned is simple: health is wealth. Men are significantly less likely than women to schedule routine medical checkups, even though they face higher rates of heart disease, high blood pressure, and other preventable diseases, or illnesses, My encouragement is simple: take care of yourself. The people who love you need you healthy, strong, and present. As always, if I can be of assistance, I can be reached at 908-718-7987 or kayla.lott@linden-nj.gov. Thank you for the privilege of serving my residents in the Fifth Ward. Have a great night. Respectfully submitted.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Delgado.
I will try to listen about high blood pressure for the last 2 days. All right, good evening, everyone. Just quite a few things going on in the ward. First off, the July storms have been quite terrible, but we've been pretty fortunate thus far in that the areas that normally flood in the 6th Ward when we have those 100-year storms have not flooded, and hopefully tonight will be okay too. But a big thank you to DPW because they've been responding to everything, to our fire department, our police department, our emergency personnel, OEM, just been on the ground responding to all these storms that are unprecedented, but unfortunately are becoming precedented and very common now. Every July it seems that it's a little bit of a mess. In addition to all the storm cleanup, that also means that the trees that we've put on the list for trimmings, they get delayed a little bit because DPW has to respond to the emergency ones. Please know I obsess over all my lists. I triple check them. I email Dave Martinez, say, okay, can we get this tree done or this tree done? He knows, so we stay on top of it, and we're gonna get them resolved because maintaining our trees is extremely important. Let's see, sidewalks. You may be seeing that throughout the ward, many sidewalks are getting done. Thank you, engineering department. Right now, we're working through the backlog of the last few years. If your sidewalk has been lifted up by a city tree, please let me know. I do walk around and make notes, but I may miss some because I'm only human. So send me an email, send me a text, call me, DM me. You guys reach me any way possible. So let me know so that we can make sure to get your sidewalk on the list so that could be repaired if it was been lifted up by a city tree. Conrail, we did a lot of work with Conrail to get rid of their hazardous trees behind Smith Street. Unfortunately, they didn't get rid of all of them because in the state of New Jersey, if a tree is healthy, generally speaking, you cannot take it down. So they deemed one tree to be healthy, and unfortunately, the tree is not healthy. We found out in the last few storms that the tree is losing lots of big branches. Conrail is aware. It's an emergency order in. I have documented for them. I put it in writing to them, so they will be responding to get rid of that tree. Let's see. Throughout the ward, we've been putting up a lot more speed signs, notably on 12th Street, East 12th, East 13th, and Woodlawn. We added a few more 25 limit speed signs. There's been a lot of speeding issues. I want to thank Linden Police Department that we've been working in that area specifically to try to lessen the amount of speeding going through. But as you guys know, our cops are very busy responding to all sorts of things. But thank you for the partnership, Chief Hart, in trying to mitigate that a little bit. Refinery workers need to slow down a little bit. All right, let's see. Mr. Antonelli, is he here? Oh, there you are. Thank you, sir, for the victory with Meridia versus City of Linden. Tremendous victory for City of Linden, and congratulations to all of us. Let's see. Wheeler Park. I had quite a few residents reach out to me. Wheeler Park, they normally do at nights, special needs nights at the spray park. This year, they reduced the amount that they were going to offer. So I spoke to our chairman, Mr. Bodek. I spoke to Vicki Drake, and she communicated with the department who's actually in charge of scheduling those nights. And she's communicated to me a few days ago that they will be adding more dates to be determined in August. So thank you to all the residents that reached out to me, let me know that was a concern. Wheeler Park is not a city park, it is a county park, but you know, it's in the 6th ward, so we all work together to serve the residents. So I'm looking forward to an updated flyer coming out soon. Normally I would not preempt the announcement, but Vicky worked very hard, Mr. Bodek worked very hard to resolve this, so I know it's gonna get done. Captain Gunther, I need to thank Captain Gunther because he actually gave me a lot of education about the flock cameras. I'm a millennial who was slightly apprehensive of all things technology, right? So obviously I had a lot of questions myself about it. Captain Gunther took the time to go through everything with me, and actually what we did here actually saves the city money in the long term too. So thank you, Chief Hart, thank you, Captain Gunther, for the education. And the state of New Jersey does have a lot more protection through the Attorney General's office. There are some laws about data retention that is unique to our state in comparison to other states. So we are ahead of the game in terms of data protection. I do think that the federal government needs to do a data protection bill of rights for all of us, since these companies are making millions and billions off of us, essentially, and we get nothing, unless you're on TikTok maybe, I don't know. No, my friend doesn't make money anymore there. And let's see. That is about it. If there's any resident that needs to reach out to me, 908-377-6620, edelgado@linden-nj.gov. Looking forward to having some normal summer days, so maybe we could get a Wheeler Park cleanup and other things, and I'm going to now adhere to the time. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Strato.
Thank you, Council President. Starting off with the personnel report for this month. Number 1, Office of the Mayor, approving the appointment of Antonio Wilson, police officer, as the PAL officer effective July 22nd of 2026 at no change in his salary. And B is approving the seasonal list that's on file in the clerk's office. 2, in the police department, A is approving the appointment of Ismael Cortez as a SLEO 3 at the rate of $40 an hour not to exceed 40 hours a week, and that's effective July 22nd of 2026. In the fire department, A is approving the appointment of 6 of the listed names of firefighter candidates at the annual salary of $50,331, effective September 1st, 2026, and that's subject to the successful completion of the city's pre-employment requirements. 4 in the recreation department is approving the appointment of Joaquin Stellas as an omnibus driver, full-time, at the annual salary of $41,500, effective July 31st of 2026, and that is subject to the successful completion of the city's pre-employment requirements. And B is approval of the seasonal list that's on file in the clerk's office. 5 in the Board of Health, approving the voluntary resignation of Marcel Parker, housing inspector, effective July 31st of 2026. B is approving the posting of the position of housing inspector full-time at the salary range between $38,000 and $75,463 a year. 6 is in the Department of Community Services, A in the Division of Public Works. Well, I approved the posting for the following positions: truck driver, 2-time full-time, 2 truck drivers, full-time at the salary of $22 an hour to $36.37 an hour. A laborer full-time at the salary range of $19.32 an hour to $34.37 an hour. A mechanic's helper full-time at the salary range of $18 per hour to $45.09 per hour. II is approving the seasonal list that's on file in the clerk's office. 7 in the Office of the Construction Code, approving the increase in hours of Raldanya Jane, a student intern, to 35 hours per week, effective July 1st, 2026 through August 31st, 2026, at no increase in the pay rate. B is approving the posting for the position of a technical assistant to the construction official, full-time at the salary range of $52,201 to $99,213. 8 is in the personal division, is the approval of the FMLA and NJFLA applications that are on file in the personnel division. I move for approval and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed?
I think we lost him again.
Mr. Mohammed?
I think we lost him.
Watt?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano? Armstead?
Yes.
Rodriguez? Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis? Did we
Yes
get
on-
Mr.?
Yes on all, but I abstain on 8A.
And Mr. Mohammed voted yes.
Okay, continue, Councilman
That was a
Strano.
yes.
Okay, this is a little bit of a ward report. I usually don't do public service announcements, but it's been brought to my attention, and I think it warranted being spoken about here at the council meeting. I did get some complaints about dogs barking incessantly during the day. And please, especially with the heat and the smoke conditions that we've had, you know, be kind to your animals. I mean, I can't understand how people can let their dog out and let it bark all day long. It's just inhumane. And those people that are doing this will be visited by the Board of Health. The Board of Health will issue summonses for, you know, any inhumane treatment to pets. So just be aware that people are going to start reporting people that let their animals suffer like that. There's no reason to let a dog bark. I've had dogs all my life, and my dog barks 5 or 6 times. I'm either going to go out and see what's going on, or she's coming in the house. I feel that that's something that's just completely intolerable. And it's not fair to your neighbors, too, because it grates on your nerves to know that an animal's being mistreated like that and nobody's doing anything about it. So please, be aware, you know, we're going to come after you if you're going to let your dog suffer like that. I didn't mention cats, so did I?
That's next month, Ralph.
Another, well, the cats are out all the time anyway, so I think they're pretty tough. They can handle it. Parking is another issue. So we have some areas in the city, I know I do in my neighborhood, where we have cars that belong to people that may be visiting, and some people may just think that they have a right to park their cars wherever they want. In some cases, we just have too many cars we're densely populated and it's getting worse all the time. But I wish people would be a little bit more considerate about what the repercussions are when people park a vehicle at the corner on a street that's as wide as Buchanan Street. Our city trucks can't make those turns with a vehicle parked right there. Our fire engines can't get through. School buses can't get through. And it's just completely inconsiderate, and I want those people to know. I mean, I'm told that our traffic bureau, our parking enforcement and our police department have been issuing tickets. And it's just very inconsiderate. I'm really gonna think about tightening up our ordinance, because if these people are gonna be continue to be abusive, we're gonna start towing vehicles. We're gonna make it hurt. These people just have to understand that it's a very selfish attitude to do things like that without considering, what the impacts are. It's a quality of life issue for all of us. Some of those vehicles that can't make those turns are forced up on the curb. They're ruining people's lawns because they have to get around them. So just be mindful that we're not going to tolerate this any longer. I'm going to start putting my foot down if this continues. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Councilman Stratton. Councilman Armstead?
Thank you, Council President. I'm really brief today. I just wanted to first talk about the storm that we had a few weeks ago. It knocked down several trees in the community, and the city workers were on point and they were on their job. We had one in particular that fell on Passaic Avenue. It hit the wires and tore down 2 poles, so people were out of electricity for a couple of days. And it was really like that 2-block area was really like it was a nightmare on that block. So, but everything was taken care of. They do have their power back. Some of them didn't have cable for a few days. But other than that, everybody on that block is safe. Nobody was hurt, nobody's injured, and we thank God for that. Also, August the 8th, 8th Ward, we're having our 8th Ward Community Day at Dorothy Ford Park. If I'm not mistaken, it's our 8th year. Am I right, Mr. Pressey? Correct. Okay, it's our 8th year, and I'd like to thank Keith Pressey and Sandy for doing an outstanding job putting this thing together here for us. We also had one busted pipe on Chandler and Blanky. After we got the streets paved, now we have a busted pipe there, which the water department did come out and fix, and they patched everything right there. Basically, that is end of my report for today, but I also wanted to leave my phone number. Once again, it's 908-463-8986. If you have any issues, you have any problems, please feel free to call me. I answer all calls, and if I don't answer right away, I guarantee you that you will get a call back. Or if you'd like to email, you can email me at marmstead@linden-newjersey.gov. That's it for my report for this evening.
Thank you, Councilman Armstead. Councilwoman Hudak?
Thank you. So we've had a whiplash of weather events in Sunnyside and in Linden. We had the storm, heat waves, quality of air, and the storms tonight. And I would like to thank DPW, a department that is the heartbeat of Linden and often goes unrecognized. The cleanup has been efficient, and the success belongs first and foremost to DPW leadership, who have years of experience preparing for storms while continuing to operate the system of everyday operations. Residents who rely on electricity to operate life-sustaining medical equipment should register with PSC&G and register ready with the state. The residents of the 9th and 10th Ward will have an opportunity to participate in a free yard sale this coming up weekend. We also had rain last weekend, so we're having the yard sales again. Alcala Park is continuing renovations and upgrades, so I thank everyone for being patient during the upgrades and the renovations. And I'm in active conversation with engineering to continue paving our streets and our sidewalk repairs. And I thank everyone, and be safe out there with our storm tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Hudak. Okay, I have a short report this evening. I just wanted to thank everyone who braved the heat for our 250th anniversary celebration for our country. We had a very nice turnout. The barbecue following, everybody had a great time. We actually had requests to do it once again next year, so we're planning on doing that for the community to come together again to celebrate our nation's birthday. I want to thank our Recreation Department, Public Works, Public Property for braving the heat and coming out there and getting that all together. It was a nice day for everyone. Okay, the comedy show that's been postponed twice is going to be this Thursday, July 16th at 7 p.m. Come on out to the promenade and see it. Also, yes. Oops, I have the wrong date on that one. What's this Thursday? The 23rd. Okay, I was sent the wrong date. Sorry about that. All right. Thank you, Councilman. You're welcome. All right. We're also, the Mayor's Youth Commission is collaborating with the Linden Public Schools for the backpack event coming up. If you would like to donate any items like crayons, pencils, pens, notebooks, we'll gladly, please, they're going to have, a flyer will be coming out and there'll be information distributed regarding where you could drop off. If you have any questions, you can call Sandy Jackson at 908-718-5831. Again, that's 908-718-5831. This is going to be held on August 21st from 5 to 7 p.m. at School 1. If it rains, it's going to be held in a gym. But again, this is a very important event for the city. There's a lot of families that are struggling and they need some help and support to get their children back to school. So we're going to be having collections of those type of items to fill those backpacks. And Councilman Armstead, August 6th, we're having the ribbon cutting at Mokowski Park. You forgot. We have a brand new park. It's top notch. I had started it before I became council president with some help from the refinery. Phillips 66 gave us some money towards it and we were getting some grants. It's a beautiful facility. I urge everyone to come out and take a look at it. Again, that's going to be August 6th at 12 noon, the ribbon cutting. So it's right there on Bettle Place, right by the Bayway Refinery before you hit the bridge. The park's right there on the left. Okay, if anybody is in need of any assistance, my telephone number is 908-494-0880. If you can't get in touch with your council person, please call me. I will be glad to assist you in any way. Okay, Mayor, you're up now.
Yes, thank you, Council President. First of all, I'd like to ask the community to join us on Saturday, July 25th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at First Baptist Church of Linden at 929 Dill Avenue for the City of Linden's Opioid Abatement Initiative. Some few years back, a lawsuit was launched against several pharmaceutical companies who had engaged in distributing opioids, and cities were entitled to join the lawsuit, and Linden did, and we are in receipt of funds, and we're going to use that money to help educate and prevent further abuse in this particular area. So look forward to seeing all my council members and as many residents as possible to come out and try to support this initiative. Also, as a reminder, the City Council passed a resolution this past spring officially designating Linden as a stigma-free community. This initiative supports that mission by working to eliminate the social stigmas surrounding mental health and substance use disorders. Our goal is to break down barriers and foster judgment-free environment so all residents feel safe, supported, and empowered to access any help that they need in this town. Our low-income housing initiative. We're moving forward with our low-income housing. We're currently in active discussions to acquire Nuno's property at 308 Roselle Street to develop for affordable housing. And this is continuing our drive to expand housing access across our community. We had been, I think, light years ahead of the state when it came to our initiatives for affordable housing. We had moved on this property prior to being told that by the state to provide affordable housing. So we're looking forward. We're, like I said, we're in discussion, and we should have all the details ironed out within the next 20 days or so with the acquisition of that property. We have a downtown redevelopment update. The NJEDA and New Jersey Transit have launched a joint redevelopment plan for the commuter parking lot at 101 West Elizabeth Avenue. We believe this project will transform the property into a modern, transit-oriented housing community designed to renew our downtown corridor and also to enhance and add to our affordable housing stock. Look forward. We'll look for more information coming out of Trenton with regards to that. We also have some summer community events. Our summer in Linden is still in full swing, so we invite all residents to take part in our remaining seasonal activities. You can please visit our city website for upcoming dates and full details regarding the summer concert series and our community ward garage sales. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank the council, this governing body, and Kayla Lott, Dr. Lott, our Fifth Ward council person, for their efforts in our summer jobs program this year. As she mentioned earlier, we were able to hire near 60 children this summer, which I think is pretty impressive. And I often say that we could do better to preserve our future by giving opportunity to young people, because whether you like it or not, they're going to be in charge one day. So let's give them all the opportunity they possibly can have right now. And then in addition to giving them jobs, we had a seminar on financial literacy and financial management. So I thought the orientation that was provided was outstanding and excellent. But I did say last but not least, but I want to thank the City Council and the Board of Education for all the efforts that have been made with regards to our parks and our equipment in our parks, and even in the schools. I want to thank the Board of Education because we've been collaborating very effectively. And if you go through town, you go through Linden, look at all your parks, you'll see new equipment in all your parks. You go to all your schools. We've been upgrading the playground equipment in all of the schools, and I think the parents and the children really appreciate our efforts. And again, I want to thank this governing body and the Board of Education for collaborating to bring quality equipment to all of our schools and all of our playgrounds. And if a school's not done, believe me, we're going to get to it. So thank you all, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, just a reminder, if anybody would like to speak during the public comment portion of the meeting, there's white sheets in the front of the room. Please sign in with your name and address. Okay, we're now going to move on to resolutions for this evening. Okay, we have resolutions 316 through 357. Can we have a motion, please?
President, I'd like to move resolutions 2026-316 through 2026-357, and I will trust a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
Javik,
Yes.
Mohammed,
You said
Ahmed.
yes.
Yes.
Watt,
Yes.
Delgado,
Yes.
Strano.
Yes.
Armstead.
Yes.
Hudak.
Yes.
Mrs. Yemekaitis.
Yes. Okay, ordinances on first reading. We're going to begin with ordinance 7047, please.
An ordinance to amend an ordinance entitled, an ordinance establishing a schedule of titles, salary ranges, and regulations for maintaining the classification and salary standardization plan of all employees of the City of Linden, passed August 15th, 1995, and approved August 16th, 1995, adopting Schedule 1 UU2.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 7047, please?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to move ordinance number 70-47 for approval, for introduction, and request a second.
Second.
Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yes.
Lot?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemekaitis?
Yes, ordinance 7048, please.
An ordinance amending Chapter 2-8.10 entitled Division of Purchasing. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 2-8.10 entitled Division of Purchasing shall be deleted in its entirety and replaced with a new section as Chapter 2-14.1C and Chapter 2-14.5 entitled Division of Purchasing as follows. This moves the Division of Purchasing from the Office of the City Administrator to the Department of Finance.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 7048, please?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to move ordinance number 7048 for introduction and request a second.
Second.
Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yes.
Lot?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yermakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 7049, please.
An ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 12, Property Maintenance for Non-Residential Properties of the ordinances of the City of Linden to require the enclosure and securing of exterior mechanical equipment located on school grounds.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction, please?
Council President, I move for introduction of ordinance number 70-49 and request a second.
Second.
Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yes.
Lot?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yermakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 7050, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7 Traffic of an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and enacting the revised general ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999. Passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7 traffic shall be and the same is hereby amended as follows. 7-33 handicap parking regulations, 7-33.1A handicap parking on street, remove 817 Union Street 1 space, 306 East Price Street 1 space, and add new 306 East Price Street 1 space.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 7050, please?
Council President, I make a motion that we introduce ordinance 70-50 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yes.
Lot?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yermakaitis?
Yes. Okay, we're gonna now move on to comments from members of the public in attendance. Begin with, John Kay.
John Kaiser, Elizabeth Ave. What a month it's been. Wow. First, I want to say some positive stuff. Tony Wilson, thank God. Linden PAL, Police Athletic League. We finally got a policeman back in there after almost a decade. You know, through the years, Ed Flanagan, Bob Geigerich, Tony Ciano, of course, Dan Kaczynski, and now Tony Wilson. He's the perfect person for that job. So, Mr. Mayor, thank you. I also want to thank, he's going to hate me for bringing him up because he's such a humble man, Dennis Valvano. He's been over there for the last few years, decade, holding it together without wanting any type of recognition. Thank you, Eloy, about the special needs night mentioning that. You know, that definitely disappointed me, how they went from 8 or 9 to, I don't know the reasoning behind it, down to 4. It rained on the 9th, so we lost one. But that one is being, I got an email that is being made up for anyone interested on the 30th, so that's a good thing. You know, I really can't believe this. People are up in arms on social media. Before the ribbon's even cut for 1 West, we're talking about, let's build another apartment building in between the Citizen, or the Heartland now, and 1 West. I don't know, what is the logic? What is going on in all of these cities? Like, something, it's crazy. There was talk that was supposed to be a parking deck years ago. Now we're talking about another apartment building there. People from Cranford, people from Rawway come to Linden because they want to cut going from Cranford to Newark and then to the city. They use Linden to get right to the city. It's just insane. I don't know what's going on with that. Mr. Strano talked about start towing vehicles. It should have been done. Like, let's just stop. Let's do this. Let's stop painting the curbs yellow, because for a law-abiding citizen like me, I know not to park in the yellow. You go on any street in Linden, and there's 2-3 cars in the yellow every single night. I'm so jealous you went to the Jay-Z concert. He's my favorite. I got a few lines from him, too. It's like the drunk uncle in your family. You know they're lame, you feel ashamed, but you love them the same. Ain't that right, Mayor Armstead? I could keep going. It's like when cats make subliminal records. If it ain't directed directly at me, I don't respect it. When your wife makes posts pretending to be you, put my name in it, sir. I am disappointed with so many people in this room. After seeing that video, and now I'm in trouble for posting it?
What video was that?
What video was that, you're going to say? What video was that? What was in the bag? What was in the bag, Mr. Mayor? Come on, turn your microphone on.
I'm gonna turn it
Look to the
on.
residents
Mayor.
and lie
if
to
I
their
can.
face. Oh,
Council President, hold on.
lie to their face right now.
Mr. Kaiser, I'm going to ask you to keep your comments to city business or
This
items-
is city business because
No,
if it
it's
was
not.
me in that
It's-
car,
It is not city business.
if it was, let me tell you something. You know what
It's
they do
not-
with cars like that?
Council
They put them
President,
on Linden High School.
you're
They
out
put
of-
them on
you're out of
schools'
order,
lawns
sir.
so
You're
kids
out
can
of
see the
order.
dangers
Mr.
of driving
Kazar.
Out
drunk.
of order.
The attorney called you out of order.
I've already had private conversations with Dan. I think he's on something too, and it ain't only Ozempic.
Well, we do have to-
What are we doing in this city? What are we doing in this city? What
city
are we teaching
business
people?
either.
What are we teaching people?
Mr. Kazar? Please.
I'm Michelle, you're the main one. You should be standing up. Nobody has anything to say.
Is time up?
It's a shame. It's a shame. Thank you.
Council President, if I may, thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Kazar, I know you don't see a ring on my finger because we lost it in the fire a few years ago. My wife's ring was stolen, but I want you to know she's married. I know you're obsessed with her, but I want you to know she is married to me. She's married to me. I know you're obsessed, but she's a married woman. I want you to know she's a married woman. Okay? I know you're obsessed with her. Okay?
Mayor, let's.
I know you're
continue.
obsessed.
Mayor, we're not gonna have it, please.
You're obsessed. But she's
Okay.
married. You
Ed
can't have her, man.
Kaminsky?
You can't have her.
Mr. Kazar, please. It's Mr. Kaminsky's turn.
Good evening. First, to give a shout out, since COVID, a lot of us work from home some days and more people are home, so you get to see actually what's happening in the city. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's disgusting. But first, with the shout out, what stands out to me is how much that our first responders, police, firemen, all of them, they really do in any given day. The sirens are constantly going, and I know under difficult circumstances, some which I think were alluded to there before. That being said, we are inundated with a lot of nonsense and repeat social media posts from our officials, from our websites, and we had a serious shooting, police-involved shooting on Roselle Street that shut down the street. No information whatsoever. Us in the neighborhood deserve to know at least what happened. We're not looking for all kinds of details. We realize there's maybe an investigation going on, but what happened? Crickets. That's in the 3rd Ward, 5th Ward, and bordering the 1st Ward. At the very least, you all should be guiding and providing some information. 4th of July, 250, big deal for our wonderful country. There were some great videos and things put out there showing what the 200-year celebration looked like, and it really tells you the contrast between then and today. I think that what happened was pathetic. We could have done more at the very least. Talking about garbage, again, those folks that pick up the garbage, they work very hard. However, with the street sweepers, my street gets missed all the time, and I'm at the end of the block, and very often stuff is blown down and put right on top of these sewers. And unfortunately my councilwoman isn't here today, but when she just took office, I showed her, I'm constantly out there, and I shouldn't have to be. Granted, we have a lot of just filthy people. I've seen and witnessed a lot of stuff myself. It shouldn't happen, but there is a role for the city. Sometimes the streets are closed off. You can use those people multiple people that sit in the cars to go down, take a look, and just help pick up after the trucks come down. And very often they leak that disgusting smelling liquid as well, too. What do I want to talk about? The parking garage we talked to already. And I guess what I'm going just back to the video. And I've seen stuff Oprah'd. I talked to police friends, not necessarily in Linden, and it is disgusting what happened. I am surprised. I watched the whole 35-minute video, okay, that no supervisor showed up, no other officer showed up, no investigation whatsoever happened. So, unfortunately, in looking at the police report too, unfortunately, if anything's going to happen, it's the police officer that's going to be disciplined. But
Kaminsky, your
it's
time is up.
disgusting that some people that just happen to be a part of
Mr.
certain
Kaminsky, your
families or
time is
certain
up. Thank you
cliques
for your
get-
comments. Okay, can we have a motion to close the public comment portion of the meeting, please?
Council President, I make a motion to close the public portion. And ask for a second, please.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Mohammed? Councilman Mohammed?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yevakitis?
Yes. Okay, the next council meetings will be as follows. Council conference meeting Monday, August 17th at 6 p.m. in the council conference room, City Hall. Council conference meeting prior to the council meeting Tuesday, August 18th at 6 p.m. in the council conference room. Council meeting Tuesday, August 18th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers. These meetings will be held in person. Can we have a motion to adjourn,
Motion to
please?
adjourn?
Second.
Second.
Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Mohammed? Lot?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strato?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Mrs. Yevakitis?
Yes. Have a good evening, everyone.